Hey gang, Rick Lasser once again from Cleveland, Ohio. Today is Saturday the 18th of April of 2009, and I'm going to do a quick demo of my newest video acquisition, which is a Panasonic high definition camcorder. This little thing is really sweet. This is the, I don't think it's kind of blurry, oh, it's coming out, the HD SD1, which is actually a 2007 camcorder. It's Panasonic's first entry into the HD camcorder arena, and I want to tell you, I am blown away by this thing. For as much audio and video gear as I've used and gone through in the last couple of years, or actually I should say over the last 30 years, this thing is really impressive. This is a 3 CCD camcorder, 3 chips, one for each of the primary colors. Records in 5.1 surround sound and records only in 16:9. Now what's unusual about this camcorder, number one, is there's no viewfinder. Most cameras have a pull-out viewfinder on top. This does not. All this has is the pull-out LCD screen, which is 3 inches diagonal measure and is the only way that you can see what the heck you're recording. This thing is really sweet. I'm just going to do a quick run through and show you the features of it and how good it looks. For one thing, this does not record on tape. This records on a little tiny card that apparently is called an SD card that you pull out, I think, here we go, pull out from this little slot in here, and here it is. This is a little card that comes in different lengths, I guess you call it, or different amounts of storage. This is a 4 gig, which gives you 40 minutes of HD video at the highest video setting. This camera has about 6 different settings of video quality, so you can get like an hour on this thing as well. It actually goes in the slot here, and this little door slides down, and it's done. The other controls here, this is, see how good we can get in here. I guess I can zoom, right? And lose my focus. Yeah. This is your automatic focus, automatic, manual, and one shot down here. I usually keep it up in the auto position. Over here is kind of like the heart of the camcorder. This is your mode dial over here, which only has 3 positions. Right now it's off. You push this little lock in. This is the record mode. And as you can see, it wants to record. And it also has a manual volume setting. So you have a little meter there that's showing as I talk, you see it move, which is kind of nice. So this is the record mode. One more notch over this way, and it's in the playback mode, which shows you thumbnails of the scenes you recorded on that little SD card. The third position, one more notch, is to connect it to your computer via a USB cable, which of course it's not hooked up to right now. Now, this little thing here is actually a jog wheel, or a shuttle wheel, I guess you can call it, a jog dial they call it. And you just jog this thing up, and it moves from one, if I do it right, maybe I'll use the other hand. There we go. It highlights the thumbnail that you want to play. You push it in, and it starts playing it. And then of course you have all your functions like pause, or forward, slow motion. It's just incredible. All that is done with this little tiny thing here, which is just amazing. Down here is a dedicated, let's see if I can get it, menu button right here. You push this, you get all these different menus, which I'll go through one by one shortly. Over here is a dedicated delete button to delete photos. This thing does take high quality photos as well. On the top is a dedicated photo button. This is your zoom in and out, which also doubles as a volume control in playback, which is kind of neat. Let me show you how the zoom works real fast. It's got a digital zoom, I think, up to like 180. There we go, 180 times. It's almost too bright. There we go. Just touching this little thing here. I actually prefer the old style rocker switches. They're much better. But that's the zoom. And by the way, you can keep this thing in pause as long as you want. Since this camcorder has no moving parts, it records on that little card, and you can stay like this as long as you want, at least in theory. Over here is the speaker, and over here is a little compartment that reveals some outputs. This camera does not have any inputs at all, by the way. Here we go. The first one up here is your USB. This here is actually an HDMI output. So you can actually hook up this camcorder right to an HD TV through an HDMI connector, which I do have, and watch one heck of a great quality picture. And of course you can actually set this thing up so that when you open the screen, the power comes on, which I have it defeated because it also uses battery power. This has an optical image stabilization setting, on or off, which of course is, as you know, better than the electronic image stabilization. And it's got a Leica lens. We all know Leica is a leader in optics, and it's good. It's good. The microphone is somewhere down here. This is a flash for when you take still pictures. Down here somewhere there's a little record lamp, and as I said, this does record in 5.1 digital sound. Really cool. We're now in the record mode, and again, this is widescreen. It's not 4:3. It only records in widescreen. You push the menu button, you have all these different setup deals here, which is so nice, and they're very easy to read. All you do is push this button here to select what you want. You have scene mode, off or on. You just drag this thing to the right. Oh, can't do that, see? It also tells you warnings. This thing is really cool. There's your digital zoom, 3 different settings. Optical image stabilization, on or off, which I will keep on. This has something called guidelines, which are really cool. It actually gives you lines in the picture so you can make sure that what you're shooting is horizontally and vertically perfect, which of course right now it's not. But again, it's just another feature of this camera. And there are a lot of features on this sucker. There really are. Let's turn the guidelines off. And you have the usual clock set. There's 5 or 6 different menus in here. We have one for video, which is your record mode. There's like 3 different settings. You have your fade color, black or white, wind microphone, wind cut on or off, zoom mic on or off. Mic level can be automatic or manual. I happen to like the manual setting. We have picture mode, picture quality, flash level, shutter effect. We have advanced, record lamp on or off. This has a zebra pattern, and many of you know what that is. It also has a color bar generator, which looks really good. Watch this. Here we go. Color bars. Just great, just great. Let's turn the color bars off. Wrong menu. Okay, let's turn the color bars off. And MF Assist, I'm not sure what the heck that is, so we're just going to bypass that for now. Then the usual setup. If you format the card, that means you actually erase the SD card. We want the display on, the date and time I don't want recorded. The date format, you have 3 different date formats: year, month, or date, month, date, and year, date, month, and year, which is kind of nice. And we have a power save, which I have set for 5 minutes, which is obvious. Now, when we go into the playback mode, we have a whole different set of menus. Play setup, play mode, view all, repeat, resume, on and on and on. We have setup for the play mode, pretty much the same as in the record mode. And what else do we have here? I actually haven't gone through all these yet. Language, we want Espanol, Francais, or English. Well, I'm going to choose English. And to play your scenes, you just punch it and just hit. Let's see, where are we here? Here we go. Hit a freeze there.